Hello and welcome to my mid morning show. Even the best barber cannot cut his own hair. That being the case, outsourcing has become a normal thing today. Everything is outsourced, and the people to whom you outsource, they are called your vendors. So today I'm going to talk about vendor etiquette. Why am I talking about this? Because out of my personal experience, because I'm a vendor for many companies where I'm empaneled. These are all the latest things that have happened. Earlier, it wasn't there, but now, okay, you go along with the times. But there are certain things that people who outsource need to follow, especially the HR people. I'm aiming this at them. First thing, when you outsource, please communicate to the vendor the company rules about how to empanel, what forms to fill, what all process has to be followed. Do all that and then give the assignment. Check with your finance people about the payment model, whether it's going to be before, after, what is the time frame. Now, when you get all this information, pass it on to the vendor and make sure that the vendor gets the payment without he or she having to follow up the payment. That's the worst part of being a consultant. We vendors call ourselves consultant, jobless, but with a job. So we don't like to chase payments. And another thing is, make it very clear to the vendor what is expected. Don't pull out surprises later and say, oh, we did not know and this is the company policy. Well, you should know all that before you hire the vendor. Treat the vendor as equal, not as somebody who is your slave. Treat the person with respect because he or she is a vendor because of her or his skill or talent. Respect that because you're the face of the organization. And the vendor has to have a good impression of the organization. It's the way you treat the vendor. And before finalizing with the vendor, finalize with your organization about the date, the venue, the time, everything. Do all your homework and then only sign the dotted line with the vendor. There have been many instances when I have been given all this and at the last minute says, oh, I'm so sorry, the company has decided not to have it. Well, you made me wait all this time. You made me give up other assignments based on your confirmation. Think about all this because you have a regular job and you have a regular salary. But vendors depend on the payment they get for whatever they do. Many companies make the payment only after 3 months. Make this information available to the vendor so that the vendor has a choice whether to take it up or not, because it's like you're waiting for your pay slip for 3 months. Would you like that? You should pitch in for the vendor with the company and saying, well, they depend on this, so why not we pay them as soon as they finish their work? You should become a support system for the vendor, not kind of an employer of the vendor. I think I've said enough. You've got the idea. It's good to be a vendor because we have flexi time. We can take up or not take up something that we want to or don't want to. But The disadvantage is that we don't get the kind of treatment that we should be getting from those who hire our services. So those who hire the services of a vendor follow the vendor etiquette, as I've said earlier, and let it be a happy association of give and take. Tagda raho, stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy, and be a friendly outsourcing person. And you as a vendor, deliverables are important, time is important. So it's a mutual benefit.